Before you guys watch the Raw review tonight, man, my computer completely fucked everything up without me knowing. I went through 35 minutes of a Raw review. I hit stop on recording. I went to go back and watch it, and everything was completely out of sync. And you know what? I don't even fucking care, because that's my mood tonight after tonight's show. I just don't fucking care. Turn the fucking review on, listen to what I gotta say, and that's it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with hopefully a better fucking recording for SmackDown. This computer's completely shot. I want to apologize to you guys in advance for what you're going to watch. It's completely out of sync. Very bad. But I'm uploading it anyway, man, because I really don't give a shit. I honestly do not give a shit after tonight's show. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Enjoy the review, and I'll see you guys right back here for SmackDown Live tomorrow night. This is how we're starting Monday Night Raw review off this week, people. I want to see the What Cultures and all these other guys who speak so highly of the flagship show. All you need to do is look at this face. Look at it. Look at it. Look at this child's face. This was actually someone sitting in attendance tonight during Monday Night Raw. This child's face should be plastered on every single human being that watches Monday Night Raw every single week. This is courtesy of Elijah Williams on my Twitter wall. Please tell me how bad you feel for JD to sit through this, please. Laughing my ass off. I don't find anything funny whatsoever, because the face that is shown on this child represents 2.8 million viewers every single week. I could leave this up for 40 minutes for this Raw review, and that picture is all you need to see about Monday Night Raw. JD, how did you think of Monday Night Raw tonight? What did you think of the show? Look at this child's face. They are being fucking tortured. This is WWE committing child abuse on Monday nights. Look at that face. Look at that expression. Hands holding their head up, preventing them from falling asleep. The eyes speak to you in a way, and they say, "What the fuck am I watching? Why have I only seen 20 minutes of wrestling on a 3-hour fucking program?" All that right there in that child's face. And to think, how could they get worse following Sunday night? This might have been, now I'm not going to rank it like the July 4th episode of Monday Night Raw, but this might have been one of the absolute worst fucking Raws I have ever subjected myself to. I swear to God, Simon from What Culture, I swear to God, bro, if you give this show a goddamn fucking up, you need to have your head examined, bro. And I mean that with the utmost respect, bro. Seriously. Seriously, there's nothing up about this show. WWE is fucking lucky and fortunate that people were up to watch this heap of shit. I faded away after hour 1. We seen 2 minutes of wrestling in hour 1. And that was with the cruiserweights. Most of which took place during a fucking commercial. Look at this child's face. Look at the fucking poor soul. Look at this poor individual. It's like you're fucking torturing them. This is the face of someone who is just completely fucking disappointed. They are disgruntled with life right now. What did I just sit through? Why does most of the IWC, including guys like JD and Joe Cronin and Brian Zane and all these other people, Solomonster, why do they book the fucking show better than the people that actually work for the company? Why did my parents drag me here? I took out the fucking garbage last night. I ate my vegetables. I cleaned my room. I get straight A's. What the fuck did I do to deserve this type of punishment? Yet, there they are. Sitting at Monday Night Raw. Completely fucking miserable. This show was fucking absolutely god-awful. You wanted worse than Roadblock? They gave it to you. You wanted worse than Roadblock? You got it. And to think we sit through this show every week hoping it gets better, and it never does. Santa Claus, what do I want for Christmas? A new creative team? Vince to croak? Kevin Dunn to get fucking teeth surgery? Monday Night Raw that actually makes sense? I don't know. 2 hours of wrestling on a 3-hour show? I'd love it. Monday Night Raw to go back to 2 hours? Monday Night Raw to be canceled completely? JD to be in charge of the fucking show? The list is vast. But whatever's going on right now, look at this child's face. Speaks volumes. A picture is worth 1,000 words, is the saying, correct? Look at this child's face. Elijah, I appreciate the tweet, bro. I seen it, and I'm like, you know what? There's my running point for this review. This show is absolutely fucking god-awful. God-awful. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. How this show could be this terrible. And then people want to come to me, why are you negative? Still, week after week, why are you negative? If you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm gonna watch it because you're gonna watch me. And I'm gonna make an easy $400 with the CPM in December off this one video. This video's gonna get 1,500 likes, 30,000 views. That's why I watch it. Because they put on shit shows. You come on here to hear the fucking truth. Meanwhile, most of these other fucking people on the internet, on YouTube, they're gonna pull their pants down and stroke their cock, hoping to get a job with WWE. At this point, why would you even want to associate yourself with this fucking show? Absolutely fucking god-awful. Completely fucking miserable. And I want to thank Evan, who got me this t-shirt, by the way. You just made the list. The new Chris Jericho t-shirt. He's a sub. He's a follower of the channel. Evan, you're a fucking beast if you're watching me, bro. I got it today. And by the way, vote for JD and Off The Script at WrestlingRadioAwards.com for Show of the Year. Off The Script with JD for Men Watch. Show of the Year, Monday Night Raw. We'll never see a fucking accomplishment like that. Show of the Year. This is the worst show on television, period. Nothing. Absolutely nothing on this show was enjoyable. Maybe Neville. I'll give them that. Neville. I'll give them that. That was the only thing enjoyable on the show. And Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman. Growing on me. Believe it or not, Braun Strowman. JD's hopping on that bandwagon with Braun Strowman. Now, it's up to them to book him correctly. But this show is awful. I don't believe it. I don't believe what I have to do. Let me bring up my notes here for this fucking show. I just don't get it. I don't even know what to say. I could end the review right here. I could end the review literally right here. I was actually going to do a review before the main event even began. That's how fucking pissed off I was. The show started off with Mick Foley, Jericho, and Owens. There's nothing on Monday Night Raw that is interesting anymore. It's nothing but the same people week in and week out with rehash, and rehash. Now, don't get me wrong, Chris Jericho's fucking great. Kevin Owens is fucking great. But what they did tonight on Monday Night Raw was not funny. And to top it off, WWE already booked their Universal Championship match for the Royal Rumble. We're going to get Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns again. As if everybody wanted to see it the first fucking time. The only difference this time is that Jericho is going to be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Now, people are telling me, JD, why are they booking the rematch again? They got to fill 70,000 fucking people. You know, that's the shit that they're giving us for the Royal Rumble. Nobody's going to be excited about that. Jericho, Owens, and Reigns are not even going to be a selling point for the Royal Rumble. You're going to watch the Rumble for the Royal Rumble. You're going to watch the Rumble for Lesnar and Goldberg. That's it. And if they book The Undertaker versus AJ Styles. That's it. Those are the selling points right there. You don't need anything else. Everything else is like a fucking hors d'oeuvre. So don't mind that. And you got to understand the Rumble. You're watching for the Rumble. People are going for the Rumble. They don't give a fuck about Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens for the Universal Championship. But this segment was completely unfunny. All it was Mick Foley digging into fucking Hulk Hogan's fanny pack. He was pulling out t-shirts and gum. And he pulled out a medieval key. He pulled out a Dude Love wallet. Maybe you could pull out a fucking script worthy of a good Monday Night Raw. Do you got that buried in there somewhere? Maybe you got Kevin Dunn's fucking pink slip so we could get this. This is hilarious, man. Foley. Maybe we could get him off Monday Night Raw. This was fucking ridiculous. I didn't laugh once. I don't know who found this funny at all. Seriously. I wanted to turn the show off after this segment. Not funny at all. All Jericho was going on about was this safe? Was this sturdy? Look, this steel cage says it was made in Ohio. Same bullshit. I didn't laugh at all. I honestly did not laugh at all during this entire segment. And all this was to set up Royal Rumble Universal Championship, Owens versus Reigns. Again. That's it. So how many weeks is that now that Roman Reigns hasn't defended the United States Championship? He is the United States Champion, correct? Why is he being booked in Universal Championship matches? You can't have the fucking best of both worlds here, Vince. You're going to book him in a Universal Championship match? Fine. Take the fucking U.S. title off of him. Put it on someone that could use it. Put the belt on someone that's going to make the belt look good. Roman Reigns is not doing anything but disrespecting the title. It's second rate to Roman Reigns. And you're treating it as such. So people tell me, oh, JD, he defended against Jericho 2 weeks ago, man. Who gives a fuck? Only the fucking casual faggots remember that. You think I remember that? Of course not. Not memorable at all. Roman Reigns has been a miserable WWE United States Champion. And this was a miserable opening to fucking Monday Night Raw. Campy comedy that did nothing but get a laugh out of fucking not me. Awful. Big Cass versus Rusev opens the show. Right? We wanted to see it last night, right? Last night was the fucking match of the year. Let's book it again. What happened? Rusev by DQ. Because Big Cass continued to repeatedly kick Rusev in the corner. He got himself disqualified. Great. We're going to see it again next week. And then again after that. Right? How the mighty have fallen. Enzo and Cass were fucking great in NXT. They're nothing but a fucking circus on Monday Night Raw. This feud is absolutely fucking worthless garbage. What is it doing for either party? What is it doing for Rusev and Lana? What is it doing for Enzo and Cass? Nothing. It's giving them something to do till the Royal Rumble because they have nothing to do. Or maybe if you take the United States title off of Roman Reigns, maybe we could get a Big Cass fighting for the United States title. Maybe we could get a Rusev challenging for the United States title again. No, but it looks good on Roman Reigns, though, right? As he carries it like a fucking JanSport backpack as he's fucking roaming to homeroom in 10th grade, right? Hey, guys, look at my new backpack. Come on, man. Fucking use your brain a little bit. This feud is fucking miserable. There's no point to it. Why are we watching this garbage? DQ. Rusev wins. Sasha Banks comes to the ring in the next segment. I used to call myself the boss. I'm not a boss anymore. No, you're a fucking loser. You're a jobber. You're a choke artist. 3 seconds. You were in that hold for 3 fucking minutes. All you needed to do was hold on for 3 more seconds, right? Oh, I can't hear the crowd. What are they saying? She taps out. 3 seconds. All it took was Sasha 3 seconds to define her as a fucking loser. And that's a shame. I love Sasha. But how the mighty have fallen. They go from NXT to Raw, and they become fucking pathetic. She hasn't had 1 title reign over 30 days. She hasn't had 1 successful title defense. What does that make her, clowns? Oh, she's great. She has 3 reigns, man. Yeah, 3 reigns makes her 3 times the loser. Charlotte's no better. She has 4 fucking reigns. 4 reigns. Which Big E made fun of tonight. You know? By the time we hit fucking next year, he made mention that she's gonna break her father's 16-time reign. Everybody knows it's a joke. Everybody knows it's a joke. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Sasha's out there and she wants Charlotte to come out. She wants to thank Charlotte. Nia Jax comes out, surprising many that she's still employed. She comes out and says that she doesn't know why Flair isn't here tonight, but she knows that Banks will not be the boss to her because she is weak, true, and a little girl, true. Jax then kicked the crutch, which I'll make mention of in a second. Sasha Banks came down with a crutch and a bandage on her knee, right? Nia Jax kicks the crutch, and everybody's booing, and she tosses Sasha, and she throws her like a rag doll. She hits her leg and her knee on the bottom rope, and that was it. 2 things I gotta add here. Number 1, didn't these women make history at Hell in a Cell, right? The most brutal match in WWE history. Did Sasha come out the next night with a fucking crutch and a knee brace? No. But last night, in a 30-minute Iron Man match, it was worthy of a crutch and a knee brace, though, right? I guess that's the little attention to detail that Vince McMahon doesn't think that we notice as fans, correct? How are you going to go into Hell in a Cell and then show up on Monday Night Raw the next night with no visible damage? But you go into a fucking 30-minute Iron Man match and you're coming out on a crutch? You were just in a 30-foot fucking cell. And there's no damage, there's no bruise, there's no bandage, no crutch. Am I losing my fucking mind here? What the fuck is that? Who let that slip in post-production? Fucking miserable. This is why this show sucks. But I'm the fucking asshole, right? And what happened with that attack on Nia Jax and Charlotte, from Nia Jax on Charlotte? What was that? She tossed her and then she leaves the ring. What happened? That was great. You should have continued that. Throw her around some more, put her through a barricade, put her through a table, something. You just throw her around and you walk out of the ring. Listen, you've been off television for fucking 4 months now. Show me your frustrations. You throw her around and that's it. I'll see you next week. Come on, man. What are these people smoking when they fucking script this show? This is the shit I'm thinking about when I'm watching, but then I'm negative. Come on, bro. Foley with Cesaro and Sheamus. They unveil new titles. Ooh. They got new tag team titles. They got rid of the gold, well, I think was gold, the copper belts with the black straps. You know what they did? They took a spin on the SmackDown titles. They said, you know what? We're going to take the silver plates that the SmackDown tag team titles have, and we're going to put red leather on them to signify that it's a Raw title. Such genius. Such creativity. by WWE. That's what they did. New belts. Silver fucking plate with red straps. Wow. Immediately went on WWEshop.com. Gotta get that money. Gotta get that fucking merchandise money. So, that was pretty much that. And I thought this whole bar scene with Sheamus and Cesaro a couple weeks ago was supposed to unify them and get them on the same page. Why are they still bickering? I mean, seriously. You just won the tag team titles. You're good as a team. End the shtick already. Shut the fuck up and go in there and fight. It was supposed to end it. They came to a truce, no? But I guess WWE, again, figures the fans forgot about it. I don't know. Noam Dar versus Cedric Alexander. Well, the Cruiserweights were on Monday Night Raw. Fuck me if I missed it. They were fucking fighting all through a commercial. We get back from commercial and the match is over. Great job, WWE. Can you do me a favor? Can you put the guys that are 205 on the show that resembles 205 Live? Seriously? Take these guys off Raw. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but all I seen was 30 seconds of a match, and everybody sat through commercial, came back after commercial, and the match was over. Seriously. Why even waste our time? Who gives a shit? This is the care that Monday Night Raw has for the division. If you're not going to utilize these guys in a proper way, get them the fuck off the show and put them on the show that you designed to get them over. Because Monday Night Raw clearly still doesn't know what to do with them. Cedric Alexander wins with a lung blower. That's it. Over. Beautiful move. Post-match, Noam Dar grabs the microphone and says all he wants for Christmas is Alicia Fox. Out of all the women on the roster, that's the one you choose? Seriously? You know what? Why don't you wrap JoJo up for JD and put her in a fucking box? Put a nice little bow on it. That's my Christmas gift. Alicia Fox, really? Come on, bro. Gotta have better taste than that, man. New Day walks to the ring, and they're proclaiming that, you know, everybody goes through a stretch where they win one and they lose one, blah, 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 blah. That they're going to get the titles back. They congratulated Cesaro and Sheamus for winning the titles. Sheamus points out that he was the one who won the titles. Bickering goes back and forth. New Day said that they would never get close to the record that New Day had broken. Gallows and Anderson walked to the ring. They mocked the New Day for being a joke team, and Cesaro and Sheamus for thinking that they're champions. Gallows and Anderson said pretty much that they took care of the New Day and they softened up the New Day. That's why Cesaro and Sheamus beat them so easily at Roadblock. And the Shining Stars then walk out, and at this point, I'm like, you know what? This show, this show is better off fucking canceled at this point. This is Raw's tag team division. Shining Stars, the New Day, Cesaro and Sheamus, who you just threw together because you got nobody, and Gallows and Anderson. I could piss a better tag team division than this. So what do you think this resulted in? We went to commercial. We come back from commercial. All 8 guys are in the fucking ring. 8-man tag. How clever, WWE. Something that I couldn't wait to see all week. Fuck out of here. Who gives a shit? You think Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows will look dominant in this match? Of course not. New Day and Sheamus and Cesaro win the match. As if I fucking cared about this to begin with. At the end of the match, still, I didn't fucking care. WWE's women's division and tag team division continue to fucking fail every single week. And if you don't see that, you need thorough examination. Seriously. This show continues to blow. And at this point, there hasn't been one goddamn fucking positive about this show. So, Neville comes out, and this is finally a positive on this show. Negative's cutting a promo, and he's fucking just leveling everybody, saying that he doesn't want the fans' pity. He's looking great. He's looking intense. He calls out Rich Swann, says he's going to destroy the entire Cruiserweight division, and Neville has a new lease on life. It looks like he's taken all that frustration from sitting in the back by catering all these months, directionless, and he's utilizing it with the most television time that he's gotten in, 6 months now? He's making the most of his time, and it shows. And I guarantee you, I would be a betting man and say, you know what, all that frustration that Neville's pretty much mouthing off and spitting out, on the microphone has a lot to do with him sitting in the back. They've wasted a very talented guy for too long. And they're finally utilizing him in the best possible way right now to get this division over. A heel Neville is going to do wonders for this division. People know who he is. People love to see him move and work in the ring. And I think this is going to be great. I just wish they would scale back Brian Kendrick from the Cruiserweight Championship picture for a little bit, because he's been hanging around that since the division began. He needs to take a step back. I would love to see a Neville versus a Perkins, or a Neville versus a Swan. When you get Austin Aries back from injury, which should hopefully be by February, you're going to have him in the Cruiserweight division. I think that's going to be great. That might be the best division in all of WWE come WrestleMania season. Star power is going to be injected in that division. It's going to be great. Can't wait to see what happens with that. This all led to pretty much Neville again destroying everybody in the ring. And Brian Kendrick pretty much picked the bones, picked up the pieces, and he laid waste to Rich Swann at the end as well. There is a tag team match booked for 205 Live. It's going to be Perkins and Swann versus Kendrick and Neville on 205 Live. So Neville continuing his work from Roadblock, doing very well, very intense, very intimidating. I love his new look. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see him come out with the cape tonight. Did he use the entrance with the cape or not? I don't think I seen the cape. And if he did, it must have been very, very quick. But he looks great with his new beard. He looks very intimidating. I think he's going to be a great heel. And I'm definitely waiting to see more from Neville in the Cruiserweight division. We had this fucking sit down with Enzo. Apparently they sent him to sensitivity training. He was there with Darren Young, Bo Dallas, Bob Backlund, Jinder Mahal. I didn't listen to this at all. I put the fucking shit on mute. I did not give a flying fuck about anything with this sensitivity training. This is cheesy, campy fucking garbage that does not belong on our television. I don't give a shit if it's 1 week before Christmas. I don't give a fuck what holiday it is. Holidays are no excuse for you to book a terrible fucking show. Okay? You got the Royal Rumble in 6 fucking weeks. Get your fucking product ready. Get your guys ready and deliver a quality program. Sensitivity training. We need to go to sensitivity training because all of us are fucking completely fucking miserable about what we're seeing every fucking week. Awful. Absolutely awful. Titus O'Neil and Sin Cara were going to have a match. Wow. Wow. Sure, everybody in the fucking arena was thrilled to see that one. They paid good money to see that match. Thank God Braun Strowman came out, destroyed both of them. He continues to say, I want Sami Zayn. And that everybody is going to fucking pay. Foley is going to pay. There is going to be bloodshed all over Monday Night Raw if I do not get what I want. Before that, he was throwing shit in the back. He confronted Foley. He was fucking intimidating the fucking workers in the back. He was tossing around catering plates and all that other shit in the back. This time, he destroyed Titus and Sin Cara. Power slams on the concrete to both of them. He dragged Sin Cara up to the fucking ramp. He threw Sin Cara off the stage. He threw a giant Christmas tree off the fucking stage, which at this point was the best part of the fucking show. Just to see Braun Strowman destroy a fucking Christmas tree and the bullshit setup that they had. It was great. So Strowman looking intimidating. Strowman probably the best part of the night, to be honest with you, along with Neville. At this point, looking good. Probably the most intriguing angle on Monday Night Raw as we speak right now. Singles match, Charlotte versus Bayley. Yeah, they booked this match on Monday Night Raw. This is your next Women's Championship program, and they're booking this on Monday Night Raw. Seriously, I could have done without it. It was boring. It didn't do anything for me. The crowd really wasn't into it. And you gave away a pay-per-view main event match for free on television. Plus, Charlotte just won the title in a 30-minute Iron Man match against Sasha Banks the night before. What do you think WWE has her do? She loses. You just went through 30 minutes plus overtime on Roadblock, and your champion loses on Monday Night Raw. Charlotte is just as big a loser as Sasha Banks is. That feud is the absolute fucking epitome of terrible in 2016, and both women are fucking god-awful. Whatever they do in the ring, great. The way they're being booked and the fucking direction of this division is fucking pitiful. And if you enjoy it, I hope you drowned and that sea of mediocrity I spoke about on my Roadblock review. This match was fucking terrible. It did absolutely nothing for me. WWE is building this fact that Bayley is 3-0 versus Charlotte. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-fucking-do. You just gave away a pay-per-view match for free on television. So when the championship match comes, why the fuck am I going to care about this match? I'm not. The further deterioration of this division continues. And it continued tonight. Bayley wins with a roll-up. She beats the champion. She beats Charlotte. Charlotte said before the match that Bayley is the worst of all the 4 horsewomen and that she just can't get the job done. She's never been good enough. There you go. That's going to be the story. Building sympathy for Bayley all the way up until when this finally comes to a head and Bayley beats the champion for the title. But what is with Bayley on the main roster? She looks like a fucking goon. She acts like a fucking clown. Bayley didn't act like that in NXT. Why is she acting that way on Monday Night? She acts like a fucking clown. Bayley was a sympathetic character. She was the underdog character in NXT, but she never acted that way. She always had that child spirit, that fun love-going attitude, but she was always serious. What was with this fucking match tonight? Smiling and fucking twisting around and spinning around in the ring. I mean, what am I watching here? It just goes and adds on to what we've seen already on this show. Pathetic. This was awful. This is not what I want out of my women's division. I don't know where the fuck they're going with this division. But all I know is the guy that they fired, they better get this fucking guy back on the phone. Because with Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn running the show here for the women's division, this shit is going down and going down fast, just like the fucking WWE stock. Fuck out of here. Bayley wins with a roll-up. She pins the champion clean on Monday Night Raw. Great job, Charlotte. Great job. Main event here. Rusev destroyed Enzo with the sensitivity training. I mean, what else was going to happen? Right? The sensitivity training was over. Enzo got his fucking ass kicked. Where do we go from here? Another Rusev versus Big Cass match. Can't wait. I'm going to get my popcorn and my fucking cold beverage ready. I can't fucking wait. I'm fucking excited about it. I'm jerking off to the fucking thought of it already on next week's Raw. I can't fucking wait. Fuck out of here. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Who cares? Seriously, who cares? Roman Reigns, I'm sick of him. Rollins is boring. Kevin Owens is a fucking pathetic champion thanks to WWE Creative. Chris Jericho was unfunny tonight for the first time in months. Jericho was not funny tonight. This match meant nothing to me. It was nothing at all. It was pretty much Roadblock, the singles matches that we got in tag team form. So whatever you seen on Roadblock, just take and mix it together and put it in a tag team version. It's the same fucking shit that we seen. Unimportant. The best thing about this match is that Braun Strowman shows up. And he fucking destroys Roman Reigns. And he destroys Seth Rollins. Reigns versus Strowman confirmed? I don't know. But I think WWE just did that to make Braun Strowman look even more dominant coming out of Roadblock and this loss to Sami Zayn. Wasn't pinned, but he lost. I wouldn't necessarily give Sami Zayn the decision there. I would have called it a draw. But they went with Sami Zayn winning. So Braun Strowman, you know what? Titus O'Neil and Sin Cara suffered. Why not? Roman Reigns is going to suffer. Seth Rollins is going to suffer. He delivered 2 devastating power slams, running power slams, that is, to both Reigns and Rollins. On the outside, Reigns was attacked first. He was pulled off the apron by Strowman. Seth Rollins was power slammed in the ring by Strowman. And then Owens and Jericho wisely escape. They take Roman Reigns and his corpse, throw him into the fucking ring as they're feeding him to the fucking wolves. Strowman picks him up, power slam, and the show goes off the air. Reigns and Rollins win by DQ, thanks to Braun Strowman. And that was the show. This Monday Night Raw was an absolute fucking travesty. If you enjoy the current product of Monday Night Raw, you need to fucking check yourself in to get mental help. There is absolutely nothing positive about this show. It gets worse and worse each and every fucking week. I don't give a fuck if Christmas is this weekend. I don't give a fuck if New Year's is to follow. You do not take weeks off. We are paying customers. We value the fucking show. We want it to get better. And all you do is fucking put on shit show after shit show after shit show. We do not deserve this type of treatment. Just look at that fucking child's face. That's all you need to see about what Monday Night Raw is doing to fucking people across this great country. Awful. This show sucks, and it's going to get worse. Believe me. And how worse it's going to get, I don't know. I didn't think it was possible, but they continue to outdo themselves every single fucking week. I'm done. That's your review. I'm JD. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. Make sure to vote for Off The Script. WrestlingRadioAwards.com. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live, which by default is already a better show. I don't give a fuck what they put on. Going to be much better than Monday Night Raw was tonight. But I'll see you guys on SmackDown Live for the review following tomorrow's show. I'm JD. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night.